The next article is Houston, Texas. A child nearly killed after enduring a traumatic beating is now out of his coma. Oh, so sad. There is nothing, I'm sorry to interrupt this article already, but there is nothing a 3-year-old child, a 3-year-old, could do on Earth or in outer space, in the firmament or outside of the firmament. There's nothing a child could do at 3 years old to justify you beating them into a coma. You sick creep. At the very least, you deserve time in prison. A lot of time. Woo! That makes me so mad. Anyway, while 3-year-old Nehemiah, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, can't walk or talk yet, his family says he's doing much better than in late January when he was brought to the hospital by Life Flight. The doctor said he had no brain activity. With his eyes open again and a will to keep fighting, 3-year-old Nehemiah is making strides in being called a miracle after fighting for his life while in a coma. Like I said, he's a fighter. I know God is working a miracle in him. He's alive. We weren't even sure about that. There's a miracle in him and he's going to walk. I totally believe that. Emma Schaefer, Nehemiah's great-aunt, said. Court records revealed that Nehemiah's mother's boyfriend allegedly had severely beaten him in early February. His mother, Jasmine Salas, was charged and is being held in the Harris County Jail on a $150,000 bond for playing a role in the abuse. Authorities say he was malnourished and had broken ribs and a burn on his head. The boyfriend, who Salas accused of abusing her child, is not the biological father of Nehemiah. Court records reveal that police referred to him as a co-actor in the case has not been charged. They should have no rights to be near a child. None, said Schaefer. She is Nehemiah's biological father's aunt. Nehemiah and his older brother are now under her custody. CPS would not reveal if there was prior history between Salas and her children. The family is unsure at this point if the 5-year-old was also hurt or if he had to witness what happened to his 3-year-old brother. Schaefer asks the community to keep praying for the 3-year-old. It's going to be a journey. It's a lot. He went through a lot, but he's still here and still fighting, she said. The family looks forward to the day Nehemiah is smiling and playing again. Oh, that is so sad. What a creepazoid doing that to a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old! I just can't believe it. You know, I said it before, as desperate as I am to have a husband and start a family, boy, am I being cautious about it. If I wanted, yeah, I could have been married 10 times by now. But I am trying to find a man that God wants me to have, first of all, and trying to find someone who's not nuts. And so far, everyone's pretty nuts. You know, like the Lord said, we're going to have truce breakers nowadays. All kinds of stuff. People can't keep their promises. People are sneaky, slimy little snakes. And if I can't trust you, I'm not going to be with you. You kidding me? You can't. I'm sure these people are the kind of people who make plans and break them, make promises, don't keep them, who are the kind of people that think telling white lies are okay, the kind of people that probably like to go and party and drink and watch pornography and think threesomes are cool, all that kind of worldly junk. And no wonder the spirit of murder ends up in these people, and the spirit of anger ends up possessing these people. Because you're opening the doors to these demons, whether you know it or not. It seems so harmless all the time. Just like I said in my Randonautica documentary, seems harmless leaving a plate out. You think, oh, I'm tired. I've had such a long day at work. I was so hungry after working all day. I made myself something to eat with the last bit of energy I had, and now I'll be darned if I'm going to wash any dishes, so I'm going to bed. Well, roaches come out, roaches breed. Then by the time the sun comes up and you wake up in the morning, the roaches have hid in all the cracks in the walls, and you didn't know there were any roaches out breeding. And you didn't know you were supplying them with food and nourishment and the energy and motivation to keep breeding and staying around. And it just gets worse until it's so bad that by the time you realize you're infested, it's too late. Now you got a big problem on your hands. Especially if it's not cockroaches and it's bed bugs or something, then you're really screwed. Just like with demons. You think there's nothing wrong with the pleasurable things that you enjoy doing that go against the Bible. You think God is such a buzzkill. Well, he's not. He's looking out for you. He knows better than you do. It might seem fun drinking and driving till you hit somebody. It might seem fun doing a lot of things until you have these thoughts and feelings and urges that come out of nowhere that seem to get stronger every single day that you can't control, and before you know it, you're beating your 3-year-old son to death. It happens. Woe to those who laugh and roll their eyes at the things that I say, okay? It's not a joke. People just piss me off. Ooh, anyway. Been up all night, I'm pissed.